All right, so it's been a busy week when it comes to Iran and what our response is going to be with Iran. So let's just go through it. On Monday, the United States military helicopter was downed in the Strait of Hormuz. That's where the president talks about that they sent that drone in there to go capture our pilots after Iran attacked them. And then on Tuesday, the president announced that there was going to be strikes on them, and we really lit them up. On Wednesday, Iran starts to attack United States bases as well as the Gulf states as well. And then on Thursday, Trump announced that there may be additional strikes, and then he pauses those strikes the same day. And then, of course, the president saying today or this weekend, they hope that there's going to be an agreement that is reached. They call that an MOU. And then they hope that there's going to be a signing in Europe over the weekend. But there's a lot at play here. Here to discuss is retired Navy captain and former Pentagon official Brent Sadler. Brent, I guess the big question is, will Iran keep their word? We only know so much about the deal right now, but it's going to be a phased approach. So as they do what they say they're going to do, they get a little cash.
Yeah, I mean, the odds are long that we get all the way to the signing without someone in the IRGC in Tehran trying to scupper the entire thing. We've seen this play out time and time again since the ceasefire began in April 8th. But as more and more of the details come out, it's clear that no money and certainly no concession from the U.S. side can be given until real results are shown on the Iranian side, notably no threat to the shipping in the Strait of Hormuz, and signing the deal and committing to the path forward.
So, Brent, this is the portion that always worries me, is that you'll have the president and he's negotiating. It seems like he's negotiating with the right people. And then you'll get some statement from either state media or some Iranian official. And this is what they're saying today. Iran has demonstrated that it does not compromise on what it has defined as its red lines. Iran has not yet reached a final decision regarding an agreement. That red line is that they should be able to enrich. So on one hand, we hear that they have agreed to stop the enrichment from a nuclear standpoint, but then they release this statement.
Yeah. So any indication that the Iranians are going to renege or they're going to draw this out should be immediately result in the resumption of military strikes without any hesitation. That appears to be the only thing that compels the IRGC and Tehran to let negotiations to go forward. And until the IRGC's leverage or influence at the top is, removed or mitigated, it's going to be the dynamic going forward. But it's also, I think, worth to point out that the Iranians have also been able, at least successful perhaps, to add in, ceasefire in Lebanon. It should also be added that they should be, agree to not arm Hezbollah so that they can actually honor a 1989 agreement, the Taif agreement. So this needs to be kind of flipped on its head and pushed back to the Iranians, but they need to be held to a tight timeline or else military activities have got to resume.
Brent, do you worry that, and I think the president is 100% right, the coverage on this has been quite disgusting. I know with you serving, you must agree with that. They are giving us Iranian propaganda and acting as if our military hasn't been successful. And I think that's hurt the capital of the president to continue fighting on.
No, I like facts. And, reporting needs to get to what best, insight we can get, the reality on the ground. Also, trying to get insights of what's happening inside Iran. But too often we get an ideological filter here in the United States on the reporting, and that certainly doesn't help American citizens trying to make the best choices.
That's right.
In this case, what they should support.
Brent, thank you so much for your insight and your service.
Be sure to like and subscribe for all the Fox News latest on YouTube and catch full shows streaming now on Fox One.